Okay. I believe we are live.
Great, great.
Yes. Yay. Okay.
Was it
Tad bit
so?
of a lag. Hold on one sec. I believe we are live. Let me mute
Great,
this.
great.
Yes. Yay. Okay. Okay.
The energy's building, I feel it.
Yeah. Okay. We've got people coming in. Hello, 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 everyone. Woo! Okay. Welcome. We kind of quite randomly decided to do this live meditation today. Um, do you want to share, as people are joining, do you want to share a tad bit of why we decided to do this today?
Yeah, it was. I just saw. I'm not big into dates, or you don't get much in the dates, but I realized today was a very, very special day for transformation, for clearing old genetic imprints and clearing what's in our system, so we can use this window to really embody ourselves. So we were just chatting, and we said, okay, let's do this. And it's leading up to an event we're doing next week, actually. Well, actually on Sunday, and that's something that Laurie, we were just saying as well, you were doing a lot of sessions, and then I have to, and there's new energies here, and it's incredible. It's really, really incredible. So this year for me is really about our gifts and living our gifts. And what was coming through very strong, and it's like a new technique dropped in there just a week and a half ago. And that was where we honor all the genetic imprints that are in us from our ancestors. So really honoring our ancestors in the genetic place, each one of them, and all the missing children, and everybody's really respected and honored. And then asking the system, what imprints are in me? And it's interesting. I was just saying, the tribes, how they work, and I'm in Kenya at the moment, and how they work with the tribes is it's almost the duty of the mom to pass on the knowledge to the children of the behavior patterns of all the ancestors, because the tribes realize that the genetics will come up in one of the children. Or, there could be, I know an ancestor was a little bit nasty and then it pops up in the son. So at least the son will know, oh, this behavior pattern's in me. And I know it's belonged to my uncle or my great grandfather or something. So I was listening to it and I was saying, oh my God, I'm Irish. I don't have much information from my ancestors where we pass this on. There's a lot of secrets and different things. So I asked the system, please help us. Please help us find a way to clear these. And then this new technique dropped in of how to do it, of seeing it like a genetic river behind us and really honoring that this year for me is about, definitely we're not stepping into the karmic cycles, we're creators. So it's dropping out of the karmic cycle behavior and honoring that, no, I'm responsible for everything. And I, as a creator, I'm responsible to transform everything in my life system and my behavior patterns or whatever's there. And as a creator, then I invite the ancestors to be creators in their genetic places. And then asked, they didn't have this type of support system that we have, the luxury we have of doing trauma work, working with the subconsciousness or the inner child. So then I start sharing the knowledge, acknowledging all the inner children that the ancestors, they went through, and sharing the knowledge with their higher selves, like sharing all the wisdom we have with their higher self, because they're sharing all the wisdom with us. So it's like to share it back to them and inviting them to step out of the karmic cycles and to be creators too. And it's amazing. They really get on board with us when you acknowledge them and invite them. And then I invite them then to a point to show what's in my system, what belongs, what have you brought in, and then ask the ancestors to find the ancestor who brought the topic into the system to say, with the knowledge, and will support you. And all the team of the ancestors, the higher selves, will support you to clear that topic within yourself because you're a creator. And then when the ancestor acknowledges themselves as the creator and transforms it, it comes back to it as a gift through all the ancestors to us. So I
Mm.
realized that then another way came in is like then later is to acknowledge like these rivers of imprints behind us, and that's all the genetics. And then there's a point where, as a creator, I have a choice to step up out of that and step into another river of gifts. So all the gifts. And then anything that even that I've stepped out of will go back to the right ancestor and will transform into a gift and will come back to me. And then I
Mm.
can share it back with the ancestors or to my children. So it's beautiful. Yeah, when I start doing it in the sessions and I start working myself, it was amazing. I was on a flight coming here to Nairobi, and I was like, whoa, I feel my great grandmother here, and she was like sitting behind me with wisdom.
Mm.
And then I could feel my grandparents with wisdom. It was like connecting to them. Like anytime I told them before 2 days ago, it was like I remember the personality level and what I went through with them and what they went through and how their behavior was. But to feel them on the wisdom level was a different experience for me. And to have all my ancestors' wisdom behind me, supporting me, was such an incredible experience to feel, the back of my spine, the back of my heart. And it gives you such support to go into the world as well. It's confidence in a way that,
Mm.
I've all my ancestors' wisdom and they're all, rooting for me. They want the best for me. And I
Yeah.
want the best for them. And it's a team. So it's almost like we're unified, we're all together. And it's really is this infinity flow of gifts that every time I transform a gift it goes back to them, every time they transform a gift it comes to me, and we all transform together. So yeah, I feel this is what this year is about, is really the gifts, that we're not victims, we're not in karmic cycles anymore, we are creators. It's about acknowledging that and really stepping up into being the leader and transforming what's in your own life system, what's in your own genetic system. So it's exciting time. So
Yeah, I love that so much. That support that we have behind us and around us, that we are not doing this alone, and that kind of karmic cycle or cycles that we have been used to clearing or healing or working through, or even just unconsciously holding on to. Like, I think to me, you can see it as like limiting beliefs or behavioral patterns, just sort of things that you've always just accepted as part of how you live. Like I'm always just kind of living in this space of lack. It's like, well, maybe that's connected to the ancestral line that is clearing right now on on the planet. Like the planet is in a vibrational state, a frequency state where literally like this overnight, boom, there's a completely different river that we can stand in. And there's a completely new way that we can be in this life, and not getting rid of the ancestral line, but receiving from it with a different lens or a clarity, a deeper understanding, something like that. So I love what you're saying. It's the energy that I've been feeling of this massive support and like 360-degree turn of who we were to who we are, and not playing in that victim state any longer, um, but becoming or being who our ancestors are cheering us on to be, and who we came here to be, as these more kind of upgraded in a way, on a cellular level,
yeah.
humans.
And it's amazing, Laurie, when at first, I was talking to the tribes here, I was saying, oh my God, that's so much work to do when we to go through each one of these patterns. And I did this work for many years before and I was teaching it. And it was a lot of work, it was a lot of work to find out who brought the topic into the system, resolve the system. And I was like, oh gosh, do we have to do this work again? And then I asked Spirit, says, please, is there another way to do this? And it dropped in. I was like, of course, it makes so much more sense. We are creators, they are creators, and I'm responsible for what's mine, and they're responsible for what's theirs. And if I honor the strength and the creator part of them and the higher self of them, and first the genetic place, it's a completely different experience. And what was really amazing for me was that, you know, that when I was born with so much information, which was nothing to do with Damien's soul, you know, and that was in me, and I thought it was me, and I thought this, as you say, the lack and different things were me, but actually it was a buildup of lack from all the ancestors. So it's really, really refreshing, empowering, and yeah, it's not a victim state at all. It's really, I'm a leader, I'm a creator, and I'm ready to live my own life, and with the support of the ancestors. The last months for me was always, it kept coming in from spirit, disconnect and reconnect, disconnect and reconnect. And I've been doing that with so many, with everything actually, disconnect and reconnect. And it's been coming in all the sessions and the work, the webinars, disconnect and reconnect. And it really is that disconnect from the victim state and reconnect as a creator. And it's beautiful. So it's not coming out of your genetics. It's really honoring the sovereignty and the power of each one and the wisdom of each one. It's amazing how, I see everybody as a huge wise soul. And when you disconnect and reconnect, you connect to that wisdom of every soul in your ancestral line. They're incredible, incredible souls, and they're here for us.
I love
Beautiful.
that. Disconnect and reconnect, disconnect and reconnect. I like that is like absolutely like, and it's just like, come on, you guys, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Like the potentiality of what we have right now, kind of, brewing on this planet is just magic. It's new, it's instantaneous in a way, or it can be, so before we go into our meditation, which I don't even know what we're going to do in our meditation, but before we go into our meditation, Damien and I are doing a God, we haven't done a live, we've never done a live paid event. But I don't think we've done a live event in a long time. So we're doing a live event Sunday the 21st at 8 a.m. California time, 8 to 9, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And I don't know what time it would be in Kenya, but I'm going to leave all the information down below, but I need about a day to put it all together, all the details and all of that. But I'm really excited to do this event with you. It's going to be so fun, so activating. Genetic gifts is what we're calling it as well. So,
Yeah. And it's
yeah.
interesting, the first time to do a paid together. And it was interesting, the tribe was telling me another thing as well, which really resonated, and was, first of all, before, someone comes for healing, first of all, are you ready? Is that your intention? Are you ready to have the power to break out of your old, comfort zones? So it's like almost like the paid event is like the commitment, it's not sitting on the fence. There's a difference between, and they always say, like the tribes are saying, no, 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 not sitting on the fence, not sitting on the fence. You're in or you're out of this. So I would invite anyone who's coming in to really sovereignly go into the field and make the most of the field, commit to the field, and do it for you, and do it for your children, do it for your ancestors, but especially do it for you, and use the time in a productive way, that you're really committing into the system to acknowledge any, sadness before you come into it. I say acknowledge any sadness in you, any anger in you, allow it to come up on the subconscious level so you're ready to come into the seminar. Any mistrust, any fears, any shame, guilt, let them come up on the body level, because before we take this jump, it's important to work on the body level. So we'll work a little bit on the body level first in that workshop we'll be doing together, and then we'll have the transformation on the genetic level as well. So it's going to
Wow,
be
I
fun.
love that. Yeah, I encourage you guys to do this if you've never worked, especially if you've never worked with Damien, because it's next level, no nonsense pantyhose work. Like Damien works on such a deep cellular level. But the piece about it is that our minds are very powerful. So even if there is cellular shifts, if you are continuing to hold on to old mind games, old mind tricks, old mind chatter, then you will continue to perpetuate what you have seen in the past. So it's almost like this new leveling up, right? Where we are trusting in something so much bigger than ourselves. We are trusting that life can gift us. We are trusting that life is magic. We are trusting that we are deserving. We are trusting that we can receive, that it's like this whole new game of being human. And I think it's really important what you're saying when you guys do join us next Sunday, to really sit beforehand and tap into all of the ways in which you have lived life and what you've grabbed so deeply as you, um, and as who you think you are, and let that,
And
it's
any,
almost like a farewell or
yeah, it is. It is.
like a death.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or any patterns that you notice that comes up two or three times in your system, behavior patterns, belief systems, any personality levels that's coming up, if I don't know, you've got temper, anger, sadness, or you feel like I'm bitter, resentful, bring it up in the system. I invite you to bring that up consciously. Just sit with it and find it in the body. Let it come up in the body level, and we'll work with that in the seminar. It's going to be fun. It's going to be deep. It's
It's
a
going to
huge
be,
opportunity. Yeah, 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 yeah. I
yeah,
feel it.
life changing. Yeah, 100%.
So let's dive in now because this field is very strong. This is really
Yeah,
strong.
I feel it. Yeah. Encourage you guys, if you're here with us, to just drop in and yeah, just close your eyes and spend the next 15 minutes with us just doing whatever we're going to do. It's more of an energy than anything experience.
And any distractions or noises help us to go deeper. Or if there's any uncomfortableness, or maybe you're in something that happened today, simply accepting it's there. If your inner child feels neglected or angry, simply giving your inner child some space and acknowledging your inner child. Any pain, anything that's in the system, simply acknowledging what's here and accepting.
Even putting your hands on your body right now to just like bring yourself back to you. Like we very rarely do we hold ourselves, put our hands on our own bodies.
And really acknowledging your cellular information. Your cells have all your histories in there. And just taking a deep breath into the heart first and breathing into the heart, and set the intention to open up the heart memory fields. Inside every cell of the heart, there's memory fields. There's like a little brain in there. So just opening those up with intention, and we can work with whatever needs to be supported. Beautiful. And then you've got the body and the body memory field. And you just acknowledge your body. Sometimes your body can be like another spirit that maybe doesn't trust your spirit, or trust your personality level. So it's like acknowledging your body spirit. Simply taking a deep breath into your nervous system and your body cells, the spirit of the body. And when the body spirit, there may be some trauma from your childhood. And that part of you may be back there being five, at the 5-year old, where the 5-year old got out of the body because she or he wasn't safe. So I want to really be there for that 5-year old, that myself and Laurie are there for you, for that 5-year old that's in the room. Maybe there was no one there for you, but in the quantum field, there is no time and space. So we're dropping into time, dropping out of time and space, and into timeless space. So it's almost like you got myself and Laurie with you in the room when you're 5. And we're here for you. We feel you. We see you. We hear you. So opening up the body memory fields in timeless space. Breathing into the body. And then in time and space, presence, we can invite those parts of us that got lost in timeless space to come back. All our confidence and security, wisdom. And both myself and Laurie are here to feel you, see you, hear you. And your inner child's needed in your life, needed. We sometimes forget our inner child, our life gets busy. No, we need our inner child in our life. It's where all the curiosity is, the creativity, the connection with creation, vitality. Our inner child's the leader, inspiring, courageous. Our inner child will build a sandcastle, knock it down, and create a better one.
Hmm.
Playful.
I also encourage everyone that's here to feel into a state of trust, surrendering, releasing, letting go, trusting Damien's voice, trusting your own body, this deep trust. It's almost like a free falling backwards into you. Just relax and let it go. I think part of stepping into this version of you that's right in front of you is this deep, deep trust that you're safe, that your cells know how to do this, your body knows how to do this, you know how to do this.
Set the intention to open up the subconsciousness, and we'll bring the subconsciousness to the consciousness. Simply imagine you're taking a deep breath into the subconscious of the mind and giving permission to your spirit to take a look into the subconsciousness. And you are creation. So your higher self is looking into subconsciousness. Breathing into the cells. I invite you to take a deep breath into the cells as the energy moves, and set the intention as you breathe in. Anything that's stagnant, will move, has permission to move, accepting you can move now. Even taking a deep breath into your digestion. And there's the digestion brain memory field. So setting the intention to take a deep breath into the digestion and slowly releasing as we open up the digestion more. Beautiful. And now set the intention to take a deep breath into your nervous system and all the parts of your nervous system that's lost in time and space, we can reunite with, breathing into the nervous system. And as our body and our cells become empty, invite your spirit to drop into your essence. Your true essence can come down into these new spaces. Breathing into the body, I'm really getting spirit, your spirit moving in, feeling your spirit moving into the body more, into the cells. So much more light coming in, freshness, space, space between the spaces, space in the cells, between the cells, creation. I invite you now to really imagine your bones are alive, which they are, and the cells are alive. And now take a deep breath into the bone marrow, and inviting your spirit or whatever energy is in the bones that wants to move can move now through the breath. And you can breathe in a few times into the bone marrow. And every breath, you're releasing the density. And then your spirit can drop down into the bone marrow and to the spinal fluid too. And imagine your spirit's like coming down through your brain, through your channel, and back into your body. Almost like the northern lights, different colors, different trickles of light. That's your spirit, and your spirit is fluctuating through the body. More light, more color, more vibration. And it's going into the places maybe where there was some shadow or emptiness. And it's lighting and activating the cells as your spirit goes deeper and deeper into the cells, into the brain, into the organs, and the organs in the brain getting more vitality, more energy. And every cell is acknowledged as creation. And I invite you to bring the willpower into the cells. For me, the will is really crucial. So invite your will to be here with myself and Laurie now. Often we don't want to be in the body, we don't want to be in life. It's rough here, it's hard here, and then we lose our will. So I invite you, you're here with us now, but I invite you to really invite your willpower into every cell. So you're with us right now, and your willpower comes into every cell. And any parts where your will was out, where you didn't want to be in the body or you gave up before, imagine even a timeline. And the lower part of the timeline is where the will is in the body. And the upper part of the timeline is where I didn't want to be here, which can be a lot of time. So I invite you to invite all the parts of you that didn't want to be here. You're here with us now, so I invite you to be here fully. So I invite you to invite all those parts of you into the cells right now. All the parts that didn't want to be here to become present. Laurie, myself, our dog, our friend's dog is in the next room. That you can be with us all here and really coming down into the cells with all your willpower, vitality, presence. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I feel you. I feel you. So nice to be with you.
Yes. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see everyone. Wow.
And I invite all the inner children. Maybe I know I used to be a rebel, my inner child. I invite the inner child to be a visionary, to inspire us. All our inner children can be a visionary, inspiring us, a leader. You have direct connection with creation. You don't need to go through me or anyone. You have your own channel. You have your own senses. You have your own inner compass. You can go direct. Maybe there was part of you that gave your power away, I don't know, to a crystal, to a gong, to a teacher, to anyone. I invite you to disconnect and reconnect directly to creation, to your creator source above you and down into. Even sometimes I know I used to connect with archangels when I was insecure about myself.
Mm.
I would invite you to honor the archangel and disconnect and reconnect to you as a creator. And then from your creator, you can connect to the archangel. So you feel confident and your own channel, your own intuition, your own voice. So I invite you to disconnect and reconnect.
Really important right now.
Very, yes. There's often, where I really trusted somebody's intuition, and then it's like 98% correct. And then the last piece was the crucial piece and it was wrong.
Yeah.
So spirit always gave me a bash, say, Damien, no, you must find it yourself. So I always filter it, work it in my system. I honor what I'm being told. I work it in my system and I never blame it on someone else. It's me who choose to accept that into my system. So I'm responsible for it because I'm a creator. It's very powerful, I feel yes.
Yeah, very, very, very powerful what you just brought in, what you reminded us of.
It's our own knowing. And my knowing can be different than your knowing. My knowing can change, and tomorrow it's a different knowing. Beautiful. Now I feel your power coming back into the system much more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So inviting your spirit to come down into the body, that you're fully connected to your great spirit now, within the cells, within the brain, within the digestion, the heart, and your whole spirit can drop even deeper into the body, deeper into the spine. A lot of us are not in the spine or the hips or the organs. So I invite you to honor your hips and your organs. They've been there for you all along. They
Wow, so
feel
many of us just dropped deeper into the body. I was like, whoa, good job, everyone. We just dropped in even deeper. Sorry, go
beautiful.
ahead.
No, 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 it's perfect. It's perfect. Thank you. Strong.
Yeah.
The organs are really supporting spirit. Each organ has spirit and then connects to the great spirit, which is us. It's beautiful, beautiful. And taking a deep breath into the cells again and inviting more of your spirit, more of your essence down and in. Powerful, powerful. Yous are incredibly powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So much inside you. You have so much potential. Let's ask spirit, our great spirit, to release limiting belief systems. And we can drop more of our potential in. Deeper into the spine, deeper into the back, deeper into the new front connection, your left and right, above, below. Beautiful. Let's balance the directions because our spirit is in a new way. I always like to balance. The spirit always asks me to balance the directions because I'm in the physical body and it's changed vibrationally, cellularly. So now it's just to balance the directions. So my new front supports my new back because it's changed. And I acknowledge that. Front supports the back in the new way because we've all changed. Back supports the front in the new way. So changed. Beautiful. Much deeper. New left side supports the new right side because I've changed. New right side supports the new left side because I've changed. Above supports below. Huge change. Below supports above, directly in my own channel as a creator, having my own experience here as a creator in this physical body. Connection to creation within me supports creation around me. So magical creations within me and all around me. So I'm not alone. Creation is there for me. Creation has got me, supporting my whole life system. Getting into new cells, embodied in a brand new way. Beautiful.
Wow. Whew. Wow, I felt everyone dropping in the most powerful way. I could feel the shift that happened in the field where they we all came into the body because it was kind of like up here for a little bit, and it was like,
Yeah. And the organs, I don't know if you felt I really
yeah,
felt everyone's organs. We forget about, we know where they are, but to remember to reconnect our spirit with the organs is huge. I could
yeah,
feel it in.
yeah. When you started talking about the bones, and then that was when I really felt everyone like,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah, wow. You guys, this is incredible. I encourage us to just like go slow after this for a little bit. Just go slow. We are all just these powerful, magnificent creator beings. Um, and it's um it's such a gift to be reminded of this deeper integration of it in the physical form. Like it has to be here. It's here. It's in this flesh suit where it really gets to be experienced. Um,
And
yeah,
what's beautiful about it is we're always like, you always say, what's my potential? What's my purpose? What's my purpose? But when spirit is in, you naturally are in your purpose. You don't
exactly.
even think about it because it's your purpose. Your essence will radiate and you be a magnet to what you're here to do because that's your soul information now that's in. So
Yeah.
when your soul information's in, then you align your compass naturally. It's aligned. You almost don't have to think about it. Just it is.
You're always being shown, you're always being guided. It's moving from within you. You're safe, you're free, you're open, you're receptive. You're not afraid of life. Um, yeah, it's a really empowered place. And I think that's the energy right now that is being gifted to so many of us, offered to so many of us. But we have to make that choice. Like it has to be a choice. You have to say yes. You have to choose. And I think that's why the ancestral work and the genetic work, I think, is so powerful.
Yeah.
Because it's a conscious choice, even though it's
Yeah.
genetic, it's still a conscious choice.
It came up very strong a few months ago was that exactly that it's like no, you have to make your subconscious conscious, and then make a choice because you're a creator, so yeah, it's like all these layers were coming up and then the answers are like no, us too, we're in
Yeah.
yours. And yeah, it's amazing how much programming is in us as well. It's like
Oh,
you'll feel it on Sunday when they start clearing out the programs. It's amazing. And
yeah.
as creators, like it gets less complicated and more still, more empty, but there's a deeper knowing inside. The mind gets more quiet, still, less busy, but more productive. It's different. It's very different, more alive. Well,
Yeah.
Laurie, you
Well, thank you so much. You guys,
did
I'm
it.
just now looking at the comments. So thank you all for being here with us. Everyone's saying thank you, sobbing, thank you so much. So join us on Sunday. I'm sure we'll do like a live or something just to like speak about it again. But join us on the 21st, 8 a.m. California time for our workshop that we're going to be doing. Genetic gifts. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be a lot of fun as well. I'm really excited to do this with you.
It's light. That's what I was amazed at
Yeah.
when we like it's light, you feel empty, you feel like you've done a lot of work, but it feels light and spacious
Yeah.
without this heaviness of the burden. And the best thing, as I say, for me, today, what I felt so strong was this connection with I was like, wow, my ancestors are so wise. I always like was criticized. Oh my God, my grandmother was like this, my granddad was like that. I remember almost some of the bad stuff. They were great, but it's like when you really connect to say, wow, my grandma's so wise. There's so much wisdom there, in each one of them, as each one of us have great wisdom. They all have great wisdom. And then it's like, how many of them are behind us? And how many are we connected to? It's incredible. Incredible.
Incredible. And I've been feeling that like, wow, I am so support. I just feel so much support around me now, that I've never felt before. And yeah, it feels like we're here to start remembering that kind of support. It's an energetic support. It's like, you know, we've got you. You've got this. Like, go and live the way that you are designed, that we are designed to live, soul embodied, spirit embodied. Go and live that. Like, it's time. Yeah.
Absolutely. And what really humbles me is the fact that I can feel and they can feel, I can feel it, is that they feel so honored and blessed that they can take like the full power of their essence and change it within their own system, you know? And
Yeah.
it's so beautiful because it's the part of their system that couldn't handle that heaviness, but suddenly they can handle it. And how empowering is that gift to give to them? And then they give the gift back to us. So yeah,
Yeah.
celebration. It's really a celebration.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's
Oh,
celebrate.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lori.
Oh,
Great to
so
connect with
amazing. And if you guys have not seen Damien or experienced his work, go check him out. I'll put the links down below as well. And the link for our workshop will be up in 24 hours. So it's the 15th today. So by the 16th, we'll have it up and you can start registering for it. Um, Thanks for joining, you guys. Thanks, Damien, for you, because that's so
Thank you,
incredible.
Lori. Thank you, Lori. I still haven't got my hands on one of your books yet, so I'm looking forward to it in print.
I should have
And
brought one when I was in Africa and
I
given it
know, I know, I know. I was
to
too shy to ask you. I was like, shit, what did I ask her? I'm a bit old-fashioned with the books.
you.
So
Silly
yeah,
that
but
I didn't bring
when I'm
one.
in the States, I'm getting one.
Yeah.
Recommend. I hear amazing things about it. So yeah, it's so powerful, so powerful. It's really a healing. I heard from many people.
Yeah. I love you,
Wow.
my friend. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for this. And I'll see you Sunday. We'll see everybody Sunday.
Yes, yes, yes. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Bye.